Hi there, this is Anisha Go for Wheatbusters Digital Diner. Wheatbusters Digital Diner offers guest management and marketing software, providing restaurants with a less expensive and more robust all-in-one alternative. For today, we're going to actually talk about the guest manager and learn a little bit more about its features. Take the guesswork away from your busy hosts and hostesses with streamlined table management and auto server rotation features. This is all a part of the guest manager. This interface intelligently suggests where a guest should be seated based on data and predetermined preferences. This ensures that your staff can focus on the most important aspect of your business, which is providing your guests with the best dining experience possible. Now, a major challenge for restaurants when looking to adopt new technology is measuring return on investment, or ROI. Digital Diner assists in cutting costs by reducing walkouts. It also is going to offer you a new incremental revenue stream with our Jump the Line feature. This option offers guests who are in a hurry the ability to jump to the head of the line for a fee. So your guests will feel like VIPs and you're also contributing to your bottom line. So the first thing that we're going to do is talk about the restaurant setup with the guest manager. As you can see here, this is the first page that you're going to see when you access your dining page. Now yours will look a little bit different, obviously, because you have not created your restaurant setup yet. And also you'll have options to make any changes. You will add everything as you can see in your restaurant. Now this is a local restaurant we have, and this is just to show you how everything is currently set up. But I'm going to show you how you'll make these changes and additions. So first and foremost, before we go to anything over here on the left-hand side having to do with guests and guest management, we're going to go ahead and click down on this icon right here on the bottom of the screen. And this is going to show you how to set up your restaurant. Now you'll see the very first section here, right here that I'm scrolling on. This is your table setup. Now you can have various size tables, 2, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. You can see them all through here. So I'm going to just show you how easy it is just to add an additional table. I'm going to go ahead and take this table 2. I'm going to grab it and pull it over here onto our page. Now you can then give the table a name if you choose to. So we're going to give it a number. I'm going to say 500 and click Save. So you'll see that this is table 500. You can rotate the table. You can do anything you want with this table. You can also delete this table if you choose to do so. So we have this table here. You can add anything, any tables anywhere so that it matches your restaurant exactly. Now if you obviously have a special event, you can then change the order of any of these tables, move anything around, especially if you're having a special section for a party or a banquet, something like that. So that is the tables. Next we're going to go to, here on the top here, we'll go to walls. You can change anything. You can add a wall anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and add this wall here. And you can obviously stretch it, make it bigger, make it wider, all of that. And I'm going to take that out of here because our restaurant doesn't have that. So we're going to delete that. Next is doors. So there's various different types of doors with the way that they open, or if you have a rotating door, we can go ahead and take this and drag this and put this right here. And we can make that larger, obviously, and that is our door. I'm going to X out of there. Finally, the most important part is that we have our servers. Now, you can add all of your servers in. You can add for a particular rotation, a particular shift. So if you have a set of actual waiters or waitresses on a certain night, you can save a particular shift. But let's just start with the actual servers, and you can see how you can create server sections. Now here we have 2 servers. I'm going to go ahead and add a new server. I'm going to say my section name, we'll call it section 2, and I'm going to say Amanda. We already have a section 2, so we're going to go ahead and say section 5. And we'll make Amanda a pink color. You can change your colors. We'll click Save, and you'll see that Amanda has been added as a server. We can then go ahead and create a server section so we can see that that's their particular set of tables. So for Amanda, she's new. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on this little section right here, these dots which are showing the tables. I'm going to click on that, and all I have to do is select tables for Amanda. So I'm going to go ahead and click these tables will be Amanda's tables. Click Save, and you'll see that that is her particular section. Now, if we want to take this and save this as a shift, we can name it then. We're going to call this Friday night. So these are the Friday night waiters and waitresses. We'll hit Save, and you can go ahead and see how that is saved right here. Obviously, you can add new server sections and they will change. You can delete the server at any point or edit anything about that particular server. You can also edit the rotation that the servers are going to be selected in. So, for instance, we have the servers in this order. Now, we'll move Amanda up. So she'll actually be second in order. All you have to do is actually grab that person and slide them up, moving them around, and that will edit their rotation. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cancel that out right here. Let me see. So now we have all of that set up. You can also obviously add or delete. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back. So I'm going to go over here to what is probably one of the most important parts of the Guest Manager. And I'm going to show you all the various features. We've got a wait line. We've got jump the line if you choose to show or use that feature. Your reservations, and then we'll have the table section where you can see seated parties and whatnot. Now, if I go ahead and click on this icon right here, this is going to show you the seating chart setup. Now, you have various options. Very simple. All you have to do is click on one of these sections. You have the restaurant layout, show or hide, which will obviously alter what you will see. So if we click on hide and I hit apply, you're going to see that that whole table section has been removed. So I'm going to go ahead and go back and show that again. Click apply. So now you can actually see the whole restaurant setup. Now you have the option. Do you want to show or hide a wait line? If your restaurant doesn't use a wait line, then you can hide it. Right now we're going to show it because I want to show you some other features with that. Jump the line, reservations, all, whether you want to show or hide. Server rotations, you have the option to highlight the last table seated or allow resize charts. So I have that off for right now. So I'm going to hit cancel because we have all of these features on here. First thing I'm going to do is show you how easy it is to add a guest to the wait line. Okay, so if you do have a wait line at your restaurant, all we have to do is click this plus sign. I'm going to add a guest to the wait line. I'm going to say Scarlett, party of 3. You can add any notes. So if Scarlett says, I am going to come in, but we have a small child that we need a high chair for. So I'm going to say high chair requested. And I'm going to hit save. Now you'll see that Scarlett has shown up under the wait line, party size 3. She's been in line for 1 minute now, and you'll see this notes section. So if we click on this note section, you'll see specifically that she has requested a high chair. So that's a very, very good feature, especially showing your guests that you're paying attention to them and to what their needs are. Okay, so that is adding the guests to a wait line. Now, we already have various other people in a wait line. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to take a party and seat them. So if you saw what I just did here, this down arrow, I'm going to go and click on this. This person has been waiting in the wait line for 18 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and seat them right here. Now, according to our rotation order, the next section to be seated is Cassie. Cassie does not have her section set up right now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to just click on a table since we don't have her highlighted. I'm going to go ahead and click on table 311, and you'll see table 311, which has 4 seats and is currently unoccupied. We're going to put Anisha, party of 2, and the seated time. I'm going to click seat, and you'll see that that table has been highlighted. Now that's a feature that you can turn on and off in the Guest Manager. You'll see that that table, you'll see that dotted line right around there is showing that that table has been seated. You'll also see that it's occupied by the fact that it's highlighted in orange. Now obviously you can change any color that you need, but that's something that's very important. So we're going to we have that party seated now. Now, let's jump from the wait line over here to reservations. So we want to add a person who's making a reservation. Say that they made a reservation over the phone. So I'm going to say party size 5. We're going to say Jim. We'll give his number. Okay, you can also choose to add an email or notes like we did in that previous wait line reservation. We'll click Save. Okay, and so we have added Jim to a reservation list. So Jim, party size 5. We have all of that there. Okay, so we've added that guest to the reservation. We are then going to go down. I want to show you some other features here. Now, we've seated one of the parties in the wait line. Let's go ahead and seat a party that has come for our reservation. That's going to be the same thing. Again, Cassie was the next section to be seated, so we don't have to worry about that. But we're going to go ahead. Amanda has a 6 party. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to click on one of these. And you'll see all of the details. And all we have to do is click Seat. And she has been seated. Now, once someone leaves, for example, if we want to take this, sorry about that, we want to take this and we actually want to remove a party from a seated section, we can do that. All we have to do is go down here. You'll see the list of all the seated parties. We're going to go down here. I'm going to click, and we're going to just click on an X. So right now Shane is seated at table 320. I'm going to click on the X. Do you want to remove Shane from the seated section? Yes. So you'll see how easy that is to do. Now, some other really, really important and very cool features that we have are your options to see where an individual is located. Okay, so for example, John decided he wanted to come into the restaurant. Actually, we'll use Shane as an example here because he just got into the wait line 19 minutes ago. So he's decided he wanted to get in the wait line and he is out shopping. So we want to see exactly how far away he is to determine if he's going to make his actual table in that time allotted. So if maybe he is far away, or if he's driving, maybe he's not shopping, maybe he's just moved away somewhere a little distance, we can actually see by clicking on this location button, we can actually see how far he is from the restaurant. Okay, now that's very important because you want to be able to adjust tables accordingly. So if someone is still standing there, maybe next door shopping, but you see that Shane is 15 minutes away and you know that you have a table ready now, you don't want to wait that extra 15 minutes. So we can actually rotate parties and you can seat that party prior to seating this party. So you'll see how close he is. Now, how you can do that, okay? This is how we can do that. We're going to go down here, we're going to click on this arrow. And you'll see this little bubble, this little talk icon, which will allow you to have an SMS conversation. Now, you can send them a generic message. You'll see, here's some generic messages. Your table will be ready in 5 minutes. Your table is now ready. Or it looks like you will not make it. Would you like to cancel your place in line? Or you can enter your own text message. You can say, I see that you are still 15 minutes away. Can I move your place in line? Or would you like to change your time? You can say time. So if they said they were going to be there in 15 minutes, I'm going to say send. And that's going to go ahead and send an SMS text to Shane. So it actually goes back and forth and they can communicate with you and you'll have that ability. When you have their phone number, you'll actually have that ability, okay? So now moving on, we've done location pop-up, we've done SMS capability, notes. We're going to go ahead and show you how to jump the line. Now, right now we have the jump the line feature off. Jump the line is a feature that you can offer to your customers if you know on a Friday night you're going to have a really long wait line, okay? Say that you have a restaurant and a bar and it's just the hot place for happy hour on a Friday night. You know that the wait line is going to be long. You know that you sometimes have lines out the door, okay? So we're going to turn the jump the line feature on. And this is going to allow people the opportunity to pay an additional amount of money to get in to the restaurant faster. So to jump ahead in the line, okay? So you can actually make a good stream of revenue from this. So if it's a hopping place on a Friday night, say we're going to charge, I'm going to say $20. And that's going to be the jump the line. So we will then have tops, 4 tops. So we have a table 4. That will be for the jump the line. And you can reserve a certain amount of tables that you want for the jump the line feature and whatnot. You can always turn it off at any point. You can change the price at any point. Any of that is completely up to you, what you want to do. So very, very easy to use. You see how literally things are just one click, very simple, very streamlined, and really a very good tool to use. Thanks so much for learning about the Guest Manager with me. I'm Anisha Go for Weight Busters Digital Diner. Take care.